now with the AC controllers and handset and all that, if you haven't seen that video where the heater core exploded, you can click on this card. But basically after that, the hazards were already acting weird. They were like, you were turned on, but they weren't turned on. And then after, I think the next day, nothing worked. So no lights here, no lights on then, and not even the blower activated. So I think the issue is here, but I'm not sure. I found another one of these used. They're like almost $600. I also found only the panel, which is like $50 something. However, I reached Michael Gagne, so I sent pictures to him. He reviewed them the best he could. He thinks that this is not bad, so he told me to just get alcohol and then give it a bath for 10 minutes and then clean it and then test it.
And then I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna put my foot in your ass if you say "and then" again.
So if that's the case, then I fixed the whole thing. I think this cost me like $5 or $6. If not, then I will have to throw a coin into the air and then decide if I'm just gonna buy this or just spend $600 on the whole thing. So while that is drying, I'm gonna go and see if that is working after we did the cleanup. What I'm gonna do is install the harness without anything. Adding the, there's 2 grounds that have to be installed, and then connect the AC control unit to the plugs to see if that worked. Wish me luck, because if not, then I'll have to buy the expensive one. We're gonna remove the engine. The goal here is to remove everything I can and then try to get rid of all those holes, all these scratches that you see there. This car has holes everywhere. In addition of the color of the block, apparently wasn't sanded down and all the paint is coming off. And there's something that is been killing me since I bought this car, and it's the radiator mounts that were made for this car. You can tell this radiator has seen some stuff, and that's the natural position. So that's how they install it. You can see all those handmade mounts are rusted. They just literally grab a sheet of metal, bend it, and then call it a day. So those brake lines, hopefully tuck them in and then start with the AC process. So I removed the water pump and the water pump housing. So important stuff that you might want to remove before trying to remove the whole housing. I want to stress on these little guys right here. These are the oil metering pump lines, and I don't know if they were replaced at some point, but if not, these are from 1994. Again, if they haven't been replaced. So I don't know, I might just replace them. The irony is all this project started with the motivation of putting AC on me, but rotary engines run really hot, so they might be really brittle, and I don't want to run a chance of losing the engine after all I've done. So make sure this is removed as well. I want to inspect this sleeve too, because I saw some of the wires. I'm not sure if they were exposed, but it doesn't hurt to double check and inspect them. Remove the turbo coolant lines. The top one, if you have it, I think I'm just gonna remove it and plug that area, because it's still, even though I don't have the rat nest under the intake manifold, this prevented me to remove a couple of the plugs. So I want to keep this area the less crowded as possible, and you can remove the alternator if you want. Curious to see how the water pump is as well. I'm not sure again if this was replaced or not at some point, and if this doesn't look good, it's rusted or something, I might go with the water pump from Mazda. I think it's the Remedy or RE-Medi. Apparently it's a high flow water pump. These from stock, apparently at high RPMs, they cavitate.
Two weeks later.
Alright, this is how it's looking. I didn't want to bore you guys to death. The only thing that I have right now is this big boy right here. I thought I had the cup for that, but I can't find it. Noticing the pilot bedding looks kind of funky, so that's have to be replaced. I need to get rid of the flywheel to be able to change the real main seal. I want to remove this thing to put a plug, clean all this mess, and then flip the engine to remove the oil pan, because look at that, I had to remove all this sealant and make it look pretty. So let's keep going.
Round one, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! 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 Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Round two, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! 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 Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!